Hello students of class 12. So here I am with the next YouTube video. So we are going to solve few questions from exercise 26D. So if you practice this exercise nicely, then we can able to solve questions from chapter maxima and minima. So because the questions from here from this exercise are similar to the chapter maxima and minima, it's not tough, right? So you try to grab the basic of this type of questions, then each and every question will be easy, right? So let's start with the first question here. The demand function for a manufacturer is P equals to 20 minus x by 4, where x is the number of unit and P is the price per unit. We have to find the value of x at which revenue function is maximum. Now in my previous YouTube video, I already told that in order to find the revenue function, we need to multiply price per unit into x. That means R equals to Px, right? So P is given in the question 20 minus x by 4. R formula is P into x. So P into x. We will multiply x within the bracket. What we will get here? R equals to 20x minus x square by 4, right? This is the revenue function. Now you see, for maxima or minima, the first condition after finding revenue function, first condition is that you have to differentiate this revenue function and you will equalize to 0. Like for revenue to be maximum, dr by dx must be equals to 0. This is the first condition we will be used. Suppose in the question if it is given that prove that profit function to be maximum. So profit, if it is not given directly, then we will see that rx minus cx, that is revenue function minus cost function, will get profit. That profit function, whatever we will get, we will differentiate that ddx of p, that is profit function, equals to 0. So first condition, if you have to prove for profit function to be maximum, dp by dx equals to 0. But here in this question we have to prove revenue to be maximum. So what is our first step? Dr by dx equals to 0. That is ddx of r. What is r? 20x minus x square by 4. If you differentiate this one, ddx of 20x is 20, ddx of x square by 4 is 2x by 4, right? So 20 minus 2x by 4, if you take to other side 2x by 4, then what you will get here? In place of x value, you will be getting here 40, right? If you cross multiply, if you cancel directly, also you can cancel. 2 tens are 20, 4 tens are 40. So after getting the value of x, we have to double differentiate this revenue function. So dr by dx already we have found. So we have to differentiate once more dr by dx. Okay, in short, we have to find double differentiation of revenue. This is the second step. So d square r by dx square means ddx of dr by dx. So dr by dx already we have found once, that is 20 minus 2x by 4. So we will substitute this one and we will place at x equals to 40. So after differentiation, if x is left, we will put 40 there. Okay. So you see, differentiation of 20 is 0, differentiation of 2x by 4 is 2 by 4, that is minus r. Here we are getting double differentiation of revenue function to be as negative. If after double differentiation, if the answer is coming in negative, that means revenue is maximum. If it was positive after double differentiation, then it would have been minimum. Okay, so I repeat, if double differentiation is less than 0, then revenue is maximum. If double differentiation is greater than 0, any positive value we are getting, then it is minimum. So it is fulfilling our condition. Now here we got less than 0, negative, so it is maximum. How much it is? That value, this x equals to 40, we will substitute in the question. That in revenue function where we have found 20 into 40 minus 40 into 40 for maximum revenue. So question is asking maximum revenue. So revenue, in revenue function in place of x, we will substitute here 40. That is in this equation. Okay, so in this equation we will put in place of x 40 and we will get the maximum revenue, right? So this was the question. First, in order to prove any maximum or minima, first we have to differentiate and we have to equalize equals to 0. So after equating equals to 0, then we will get the value of x and we have to double differentiate. Okay, if double differentiation is less than 0, it is maximum. If double differentiation is greater than 0, it is minimum. Next question we have, the unit demand function is x equals to 1 by 324 minus 2p. Find revenue function r in terms of p, right? So in the previous question, question number 1, we have differentiated with respect to x, okay? But here in the question it is said that find revenue function r in terms of p. That means we have to differentiate ddp, okay? In previous question we did ddx, so here we have to do ddp. the price and number of units demanded for which revenue is maximum. So these two we have to find. So revenue function formula P into X. Now in place we will not substitute in terms of P, we have to substitute the value of X. In X what we have 1 by 3 24 minus 2P, so that one we are substituting here, right? So why we are substituting in place of X, not in terms of P here? Because question is find revenue function R in terms of P. Okay, so in terms of P only we have to find the revenue function. So in place of X we are substituting this. So when you substitute here, P will be multiplied inside, so 24P, P into 2P, that is 2P square, 1 by 3 outside as it is. So for condition, for maximum revenue condition, dr by dP must be equals to 0, because now here equation we have in terms of P, not X. So we have to differentiate with respect to P. So dr by dP equals to 0, or ddP of R, what is R? This one. Now 1 by 3 already it is out. Now ddP of 24P is 24. Now ddP of 2P square, that means 2 to the 4, that means 4P. So this must be equals to 0. So 3 into 0, 0, or 4P will be going that side. 4, 6 are 24, that is P equals to 6, right? Now next step, like in the previous question we have found for the value of X, here we found for the value of P, right? Next, there we have double differentiated the revenue function. Here also same, we are differentiating, but now with respect to P. So d square R by dP square means ddP of dr by dP. So dr by dP means this one, because after differentiation of dr by dP we got this, right? So this one we are substituting here. So 1 by 3 we have multiplied inside, so 1 by 3 into 24, that is 8. 1 by 3 into 4 by P, that is 4 by 3P. Now differentiate ddP of 8, 0, ddP of minus 4 by 3P, that is minus 4 by 3. Again you see double differentiation of revenue function we got negative, that is less than 0. Hence revenue is maximum at price 6, that means at P equals to 6. That means here we, in place of X we got here P equals to 6, so at P equals to 6 revenue is maximum, right? In the question we have to find price and number of units. So this P value whatever we have got we will substitute in the question. Here we have to get the value of X, so in place of P we will substitute here 6. That means 24 minus 12, that is 12 by 3 or 4 units. So this is our required answer. So next question we have, the demand function for a particular commodity is y equals to 15 e to the power minus x by 3, right? Determine the price and quantity for which the total revenue is maximum. So you see y equals to 15 e to the power minus x by 3, we will consider this one as price, okay? Demand function in terms of P. Like in the previous question it was P equals to, so this y means here P. So y equals to 15 e to the power minus x by 3. We know revenue function formula is what? Px. But here in this question in place of P what we have? Y. So y will be our 15 e to the power minus x by 3 into x, right? So x when you multiply here what you will get here? 15x e to the power minus x by 3. For maximum revenue dr by dx must be equals to 0. So ddx of R, what is the revenue function here? This, right? So this revenue function when you will substitute here, you see x is also there, e to the power minus x by 3 is also there. That means uv, ddx of u, or u ddx of v plus v ddx of u. Apply the product rule here. So after applying the product rule, you see we will get the value of x here, right? So when you get the value of x here, double differentiate this revenue function. So whatever revenue function we got, we have to double differentiate. So you see I have done the double differentiation here, and we got at last minus 10 e to the power minus x by 3 plus 5 by 3 e to the power minus x by 3, right? So this value we have to, so I am solving this one in up here, okay, or just I will drop this one. So the last part here, that is double differentiation of revenue function. What we got here? Minus 10 e to the power minus x by 3 plus 5 by 3 e to the power minus x by 3, right? So e to the power minus x by 3, if we take common, then what you will get is minus 10 plus 5 by 3, that is minus 30 plus 5, that means minus 25 e to the power minus x by 3. But what is our x here? X how much did you get? 3. So d square r by dx square at x equals to 3, at x equals to 3, what you will get here? Minus 25 by 3 e to the power minus 3 by 3. 3 and 3 will get cancelled. What you get? Minus 25 by 3. See, we got negative. That means double differentiation also we got here negative. So if double differentiation of revenue function is less than 0, so therefore revenue is maximum. Okay, so this is our required solution, right? So this one you will see carefully. So here uv, that means ddx of, or u ddx of v plus v ddx of u. Okay, so you can pause the video and just note down once, so you will understand nicely, right? So try to solve few questions from this exercise, right? You see, last class I was online on that interactive class in that Teams. So I found that few students, they are facing problem, they are facing network issue. Otherwise I could have solved in the online class only in the Teams. So live I could have solved, but as everyone is not comfortable with it, so I am making the YouTube video. So watch the videos regularly and practice the questions, because number of days is very less, right? So you have to give exam for your this final board, so practice regularly. Otherwise there will be limited time and you have to complete more and more chapters. And this section C, this I have chosen this section C to complete first because it holds 20 marks, right? Once you complete this section C, then easily we can go for the integration and probability. Okay, so at last when you go for integration probability, the formulas also you will remember nicely. So cooperate with me so that we can complete the section C very quickly, right? So after this only 2 chapters are there, so quickly we'll complete and we'll go to integration. So see you soon in my next class.